outside, there were police officers and other business or
big
professionals,
men in town,
that he would bring in.
I remember
and
us
allow
watching
them
something like that.
to abuse those girls.
Yeah, he'd say, well, here, because they were getting sexual favors, but it also made them culpable, so they couldn't take him down.
Yeah.
And so they were his, they were his. It was sick.
It was insane.
And I mean, I understand why the girls didn't come up forward, because the one girl did like these kids, did right, and then their teacher was killed because she was going to bring it up.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you always hear about them saying, "Oh, you tell, I'll kill your parents, I'll kill your," All it did was reinforce what they've heard and make them afraid. And
crazy.
Didn't you post something about some kind of social media thing where pedophiles could?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Could talk to each other about.
Apparently, there's some code. About how in these terms.
Openly discussing this on Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter.
The question is, okay. Question for pro CMAPs. Okay, if I heard that, I wouldn't know what the fuck that is.
I'd be is that a computer thing?
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
An MAP is a minor attracted person. No, that's a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, that's a pedophile.
And guess what pro C is? Pro contact. So that's, there are pedophiles that
it's all fantasy.
Right.
It's not,
they know deep down, they know it's wrong, and so they don't indulge.
Right.
They're like, it's a sickness, I won't, and I mean, I'm not saying they're okay, but at least they're actively trying not to harm anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so there's those, but then the pro contact, they're like, no, it's a sexual orientation.
No, the fuck it's not.
It's, listen to this question. Question for pro CMAPs. So that's pro contact minor attracted persons. Since a child's genitalia typically can't accommodate an older person's genitalia, and thus intercourse would probably cause physical discomfort for them, would you still pursue sexual relations or not? That was the fucking question posted on Twitter. Out in the public. This wasn't a DM. This was just like a public post, just like...
Why use code in the description at top
if you're
and then
gonna
just
be that,
blatantly...
You're talking about a kid's genitals right there. So, okay, and then somebody just replied, like you would if I said, so what do you think about this brand of makeup? They said, yes, but I wouldn't think to pursue penetrative sexual relations. I would only do what they're comfortable with.
Oh my God.
They're not comfortable with anything. They're children.
Jesus
Fuck you.
Fucking Christ.
That's so gross.
Yeah,
and then I don't understand, Facebook, and now they are policing, and I it's a slippery slope, and I'm not comfortable with it, but I understand what they're doing. Groups that talk about anti-vaxxers, because that's getting so dangerous, all the misinformation. They've started really cracking down on that. Somebody shared a link and I clicked on it and it popped up a box, and it said something about this is scientifically unsound. Do you still want to read this? I'd never seen that before.
Yeah. Scientifically unsound. What?
Because it was some rant about some mommy blogger.
It was all a point.
And they were
gotcha.
because they try to make it, sound like scientific research. And so if they can do that, then I don't understand why this can just be out.
Because there is so much stupid shit that they've been banning, YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
they're
the
going
thing we
after
talked
this
about
shit that makes no difference.
But this is okay.
But they let that go.
And that's happening all over the place lately. It's like, what the hell?
Oh God, it's just so fucking gross. And apparently that there are subcategories and shit of minor attractive persons. No, you fucking pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's just
God.
It makes me just feel dirty.
Yeah, I don't get all that.
I just can't imagine
Well, you know what they have? They have an AI that reads through every
that into flag
every piece of text and looks for keywords.
Yeah, program in
but apparently those they just didn't feel were necessary to add to that list of keywords.
And I wonder if it's because like map is not a dirty word. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's why they do it. Like did it that way
so it
we
looks
can
like you're
hide it from
talking
AI.
about a
Maybe it's
map.
something like that. You know, maybe they're talking about. If it gets, I mean, it's not going to flag that word. That word's not a bad word.
But
Yeah.
Pro C is a very
Specific, but they don't all say that.
But it's also the beginning of process.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're hiding in plain
people,
sight.
Yeah, and some people do abbreviate process, PROC.
Well,
You know?
okay, if you see that and you understand what they're talking about,
Genitalia, I think, should
report
be
the
in
shit.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think genitalia.
Yeah, I don't know another context where you would use genitalia or that combination of letters.
Certainly, if you all right, and I don't write code, but I would think that you could flag like if the words genitals,
What were you doing in his office?
Charging my phone.
like genitals and children within so many characters of each other, flag,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, or in the same post.
Yeah, like,
You know, I mean
damn.
that seems. I mean, these are really smart coders. You would think
You
that
think they can do a whole lot of shit. You'd think they can figure that out.
Yeah, that just
That's why I'm saying it's almost like there's like this collective thing to try and normalize it.
And like these people, these pro C people, they honestly believe that a child can consent.
the fuck they cannot. No.
No.
The law says they can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
common sense absolutely says it. But if that isn't enough for you, the fucking law says they can't.
Yeah.
I've seen. So you know they raised the legal age for buying
for buying
tobacco,
tobacco and
to
shit,
21 federally, which is the most ridiculous thing I've
yeah.
ever heard of. And they did this because teenagers were vaping in school. Let me tell you what, assholes.
Kids have been smoking.
You
in
had to
school.
be 18 to buy vape stuff. So clearly they were getting it through other channels. So raising the age to 21 will accomplish exactly
Nothing.
dick.
Well,
So-
I mean, you could join the military at 18.
Well,
You
here's
can
the thing. I've
have
seen a
18.
lot of things that have said, you know, how about this? You want to be 21 to buy 21 to buy cigarettes, 21 to buy alcohol, 21 to vote, 21 to enlist. Mm-hmm. Sure, we can do that. Yeah, fuck, why not?
Okay, so I'm reading the rest of this law, this disgusting article, and it says "see also," and it's linking to other articles.
Okay.
This is so gross. I forgot to have to talk for a minute.
Okay.
Publicly open pedophile running for office in Virginia reveals how foster care is a pipeline to adopt children as sex toys.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
How the fuck?
See, I mean, that dude should be run out of a
That
town.
dude should be
shot.
I can't say that on.
Hung.
No, yeah,
I
no.
just said
You
it.
can't say that, but
God dang.
I mean,
There should be he shouldn't be running for any office after making that comment.
No, absolutely not.
he's
Like, no, you're done. Go away.
We shun you. And it says,
Love you. Don't forget your.
Oh,
there's a
I've
bag
seen
over
that
there.
guy.
Hold on.
There's been
Hold
a
on,
lot of
hold on.
comments.
okay, it says an independent candidate running for office in Virginia has admitted to being a pedophile. Nathan Larson is a 37-year-old accountant, and he's running for the U.S. House of Representatives in Virginia's 10th district.
See, admitting that automatically.
like-
Disqualify him.
Well, if you admit that you're a child predator, disqualify my ass. He needs to be in jail.
Well,
like,
Well, admitting that you are a pedophile and
well,
I mean,
because that doesn't mean you've actually.
yeah.
Let's see if he implicates himself. Okay, it says in this as his extremely disturbing views on child rape, white supremacy, and more have come to light.
How did he get the
yeah, I don't.
How did he get the
No,
nomination?
He's an independent.
Someone had to nominate.
No,
And
he's an independent.
more have come to light. The first reaction of many
He could
has
have had Rusty nominate him. And
Yeah.
been to hope it's fake news.
Well, of course. they
So
would
this has
say
been
that.
reported on Huffington Post, Newsweek,
Oh,
The
yeah,
Hill,
it's been
Fox,
everywhere, 'cause
CBS,
I've seen it.
and in all these places they've covered this story. And
So
that's-
left and right,
right
leaning
so
places.
it's got
By
independent bipartisan
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
verification.
Yeah.
So it's not just because that's what I was worried at first. I thought, please God, let this be somebody's smear campaign.
Oh
you know?
no! No. I saw a video with him actually making some of those comments.
That would be a shitty smear campaign.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, if I was a candidate and someone ran a smear campaign like that against me, I would sue the fuck out of them.
Absolutely, but that would still be better than it being true.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But I would
Bring your broom, because it's a mess.
I would sue them until they couldn't work anymore.
Said Jesselyn Cook with Huffington Post conducted a phone interview with him, and he confirmed that he was the creator of websites suiped.org. I don't even want to know. And Incel Apocalypse Today.
Incel Apocalypse.
Oh my God.
Which Cook, the guy, describes as chat rooms that served as gathering places for pedophiles and violence-minded misogynists like himself.
What the fuck?
He's running for office, and he admits he's a violence-minded misogynist.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that somebody thinks they could come out
Okay. They're taking the
and
websites
run for an
down.
office like that and not be just, blasted out of...
Okay, here's his thing. He describes himself as a quasi
idiot,
neo-reactionary libertarian.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what
he made that shit up.
Yes, he did.
He just put a bunch of words together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's a? All right, so quasi means kinda.
Sorta.
What's a neo-reactionary? Exactly. Those words don't go
I'm
together.
reading his manifesto, and I'm just skimming because it's a lot of blah blah blah.
Neo, is that like New Age?
New order, sort of like neo-Nazis, like
or neo-Marxists.
Yeah. So he's saying that he thinks all drugs should be legal.
Of course he does.
That's his first thing.
I think weed
especially
should be legal.
chloroform, so he can
so he can recruit. I mean,
no, abduct.
Oh, he thinks. Wow, he thinks that. What the fuck?
Wow.
And he says after that, then he thinks black crime will go down because fathers are going to be available to provide guidance and support.
Really?
Because they won't be in jail for drug use?
Yeah, and he said it's in the interest of all of us to work to strengthen black families, whether by ending the drug war or fighting against feminists. Feminists are part of the trend, the reason black men aren't raising their children.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
That feminism also led to O.J. Simpson killing his wife.
No, O.J. Simpson being a heinous individual.
A rage-filled beast.
Is what led to that, yeah.
No, you're wrong.
Well, clearly.
This guy said.
All right.
Prohibited in this manner, this is a quote, y'all. He was merely trying to use a reasonable amount of force to correct his wife's misbehavior.
So what do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Mm-hmm. Nothing, because you already told her twice.
Mm. The police intervened to stop him in response to our 911 calls.
Those rotten bastards. How dare they?
They got up in his business. Prohibited in this manner from keeping discipline and order in his family, Simpson had to resort to the use of a blade to end his marriage in a way that wouldn't leave him vulnerable to losing half his property and custody of his children.
Did he just admit to killing his wife?
No,
he's
talking about
OJ
OJ.
didn't say that.
OJ didn't say that.
Oh.
He's saying that OJ did.
Yeah.
He did what he had
was
to do.
forced to do it. Yeah.
I mean, like if the cops hadn't got involved, he could have beat her up or something, but
got her back in line.
Yeah.
Straighten that bitch out.
In this, in this way, Simpson protected his kids from having to be exposed to their mother's immoral behavior.
She was dating a guy.
Yeah.
After they were divorced.
Simpson was fucking his wife's best friend and his best friend's wife.
She was dating a guy. She wasn't getting gangbanged in the pool.
And protected his kids from her immoral behavior, taught them by example how men have a right to respond to wives who are flagrantly disrespecting or displeasing them.
I wonder if he was like that.
I like the U.S. and our whole freedom of speech thing.
But sometimes...
But I bet in Russia, they don't have to listen to stupid fucking shit like this.
No. No, they don't.
Oh, my God. And it just goes on and on about... okay. He goes on like deeply personal stuff, like from 911 tapes. says the black community, knowing he did nothing wrong, got behind him. The jury set him free.
That is absolutely not what happened.
At all. He should never have been subjected to being on trial. His wife deserved what she got.
Oh, shit.
In one of the 911 tapes, they said Simpson can be heard saying, "You didn't give a shit about the kids when you were sucking his dick in the living room." And,
wow.
And the wife admits that she had seen somebody, so she deserves it, he said, but